A dark cloud has been cast on the Republic of Zambia. However, this is not surprising for us in the Patriotic Front. It has not come as a surprise for me. Those who have been following my press briefings will recall that I've been very consistent in calling out Hakainde Hichilema as a dictator in the making. I've said many times that all the activities of Hakainde Hichilema point to the fact that he is working towards creating a one-party state. I've also stated before that just the mention of the name Patriotic Front makes Hakainde Hichilema have goose pimples. It will be recalled how the UPND New Doom government started by questioning the office bearers of the Patriotic Front. Instead of having only 10 names, we ended up submitting 15 names, all to try and ensure that their plan to deregister this party does not succeed. We also reported to you, countrymen and women, that this is the only organization in Zambia that was compelled by the police that in clearing the names of office bearers, they must present their curriculum vitae. There is no organization, not even the UPND, was compelled to provide CVs for office bearers. Only this party was subjected to that kind of treatment. It will also be recalled that, as Secretary General said, when they stopped our MPs from contesting seats in Kabushi and Kwacha, we ran to the courts of law because we're a civil political party. We know how Hakainde Hichilema did not respect the ruling of the court. He compelled the ECZ to proceed with the elections, even if there was an injunction that was existing. That matter is still in court as we speak today, so allow me not to delve into it too much. But this is an indication of the fact that we're being governed by a man who in the afternoon says he's going to rule by the law. He's going to govern by the rule of law. And yet, what he actually does in practice is the abrogation of the law. At every turn, Hakainde Hichilema is willing to breach the law with impunity. It is very clear to us that they've been looking for this opportunity, and they found it when they found a weak soul in 1 Miles Walyasamba. Yes, we applied and were granted an injunction.
Right.
And the return date of that injunction, meaning the date on which the judge wanted to come and assess the merits of our argument in the presence of the defense, meaning Miles Sampa and his team, was set for 21st of November. We were preparing ourselves, our lawyers were preparing our arguments to go and argue the case on the 21st of November. Surprisingly, today, even before our lawyers were heard, the court has decided to discharge that injunction. And one lay person like myself who asks a question, what is it that they'll go and talk about on the 21st of November? Now that the court has decided to withdraw that injunction, to discharge that injunction, literally meaning that the court has allowed what happened on 24th of October. What is even more surprising is that not too long ago, an SI 529 was issued by Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security. And the Registrar of Society, using that SI, wrote to all political parties, asking political parties to be in keeping with their constitutions so that they can replace all people, all the vacancies. They fill in all the vacancies in the leadership of their parties within 60 days. You may recall, fellow citizens, that the Registrar of Societies also compelled political parties to submit their constitutions with the registrar. What does that mean? Why did she want us to submit constitutions? Why is it that every political party submits constitutions to the Registrar of Societies? It is because the Registrar of Societies must ensure that political parties are conducting themselves in accordance with their constitutions.
Right.
And the constitution of the Patriotic Front is explicit on how an extraordinary conference can be held. It is explicit on who should attend a general conference. It is also clear as to who shall address a general conference. The Patriotic Front Constitution states that it is the Central Committee that will call a general conference. It is also clear in the Constitution that before the general conference, there should be a national council. A national council consisting of all members of parliament, all councillors, consisting of all members of the Central Committee, and selected people from provinces. That's what our Constitution says. Now, it is surprising that the Registrar of Societies, who knew very well that what was done on the 24th of October at Mulungushi did not meet the minimum criteria that is set in our Constitution, she still goes ahead and accepts the results, the product of an illegality. Out of a rotten bag of potatoes cannot come chips. It is impossible. You cannot make chips out of rotten potatoes. And if that meeting was illegal in accordance with our Constitution, it therefore follows that the product is also illegal. You can't plant rotten seed and expect that it will germinate. How come in this particular case, an abrogation of our Constitution is stated to have produced a legal team? How? I want to sound this to all our members. The leadership of the party is not going to rest on this matter. For this party to be what it is today, people lost lives. People lost property. People lost jobs to create this party. And as we stand today, we are aware of the fact that every Zambian is concerned about the poor governance of the UPND. Yes. And we know very well that Hakainde is trying to achieve two purposes. One, to distract people from seeing what is happening. He doesn't want people to continue to complain about the high cost of living by distracting their attention to come to this unnecessary debate about the future of the Patriotic Front. I want to sound a clear message to Hakainde. You can get rid of this leadership in the Patriotic Front, but you cannot stop the Patriotic Front spirit. That you are not capable of stopping. Can the Registrar of Society explain to us? She doesn't live out in space. She lives here in Lusaka. Isn't she aware of the fact that when we said those who are interested in being president of our party, come and register yourselves, and 9 people registered their names? Did she even take interest to find out were those 9 in that competition? How can one person just decide on his own, I'm going to organize an extraordinary conference, and the Registrar of Society accepts that?
Competing with his driver and cook.
Can we tomorrow ask members of the PF to go and organize a UPND extraordinary conference and replace Hakainde? Because that's what he's saying. So tomorrow, another candidate of ours should be given an opportunity to also go to Mulungushi and organize his own thugs, and they declare themselves winners. What anarchy is that? The people who are calling us in PF as being lacking good governance records, where are they? Where? Raphael Nakachinda, in his capacity as Secretary General of this party, went to the Inspector General of Police with a letter of complaint over the conduct of Miles Sampa here at our Secretariat. Criminal trespass.
Tabweza Mutengo wa Nyumba. Hi everyone, we have a nice newly built house for sale in 10 miles area near Simba Oil Filling Station in Lusaka. This house is seated on a 27 by 19 plot size. It's a 3-bedroomed house with a self-contained master bedroom, sitting room, kitchen, dining and pantry. Electricity has already been connected and all plumbing works have already been done. So this house is only going at 590,000 kwacha and is negotiable. The house is only 100 meters away from the Great North Road. For more information, call us now on 0972 96 93 85. Hurry and become the owner of this property.